You don't realize the damage this has caused my family. This has devastated our family, bro. Like, this is horrible. Who would want to go through that?
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book 91. We're talking to you guys about love and marriage, DC. We're talking specifically season 1, episode 8, and we're breaking down Wynter's scene with Monique. And I've titled this one, Wynter, I need you to stop playing the victim. Yeah, it's one too many times. Like, I've seen it on the table, I've seen it with the kids, I'm seeing it now here. It's like every time people are doing things to you, but I'm just waiting to see the accountability where you take some accountability for what you've actually done. So we're going to break down this scene a little bit more, and give you a bit more of a deeper insight. If you want to hear more, then make sure you subscribe, like, and share. I said it in the wrong order, but you know what I mean. If you're new to the channel as well, click on that bell button. You want a notification of all the things that we do as well. For those of you who are returnees, you already know what it is, baby. You got the minerals. You got the minerals. Stay hydrated because the streets out there, they are hot. All right, cool. Let's get into this because it's a bit of a mad thing. You get me? A bit of a mad thing. All right, cool. So let me just turn this camera slightly around because this is slightly out way. Dealing with obviously Wynter and Monique's situation and Arena and Ashley's situation. I said to this that Wynter needs to take some accountability for what she's played a part in. I've come at Ashley, I've gone at Arena, I've gone at Monique as well, right? But Wynter needs to take some accountability. You are in the middle of all of it, okay? I said this in my last video. I said, the moment you said, you gave them nicknames, I understand, that I understand that, for you, this wasn't necessarily a safe place, right? And I'm going to deal with the actual title because I've called it safe place, but I know it wasn't a safe place because you told Monique out of confidence, which is fine, not a problem at all, right? But then Monique has gone and told this information to the other girls, which means it makes it look like you're gossiping. Now, when it comes out, what you have to do is humble yourself and apologize. It's just that simple, right? Because sometimes we say things to our friends that if it was to come out, it'll be peak, right? Because we don't expect it to come out. But when it does come out, just apologize and say, listen, do you know what? I thought it was a conversation between myself and Monique, which she did say. And I apologize for it coming out because it shouldn't have come out like that. It was between two friends. And that's how I genuinely felt at the point in time, right? And let me tell you something. That apology would have quelled both Ashley and Arena to just shut up. See, you don't realize that, sometimes your apology can really quell a whole situation. But no, Wynter said, no, I'm going to back it up too. That's where your accountability comes in. The moment that you're saying, I want to defend myself, you didn't just defend yourself. You threw jabs too, right? You threw some jabs too, right? So you were coming at Ashley, you know what I'm saying? Like, you came at Raina a little bit as well. You may not have felt like it was as heavy as what they came for you, but you came at them as well. So, like, that accountability is understanding that this situation isn't just I'm an innocent victim in all of this. No, it's not. It's the situation's happening because, one, you trusted somebody, and that's no fault of your own. You trusted Monique to be a friend. And to be a safe place for your information. It wasn't safe. It went outwardly. But when it's come back, the information wasn't cool. Giving people friends nicknames, DJ Fun Size, okay, Red Light. Do you think that when it comes out, it's going to be cute? It's not. So you have to take accountability and to say sorry and move forward. But you didn't do that, right? So let's listen a bit more and then we'll talk a bit more about this.
Like, seriously. No, I'm serious. It's just awful, It's real. And I don't think it's funny. I don't care how mad you are.
Now, I get her point too. There's some of the things that were said, like, about her ex-husband and stuff like that. It wasn't nice. It wasn't nice to hear. And it was painful to hear from her end. And I definitely side of her on those things there. And I do feel for her. And nobody wants you to go through that. Do you know what I mean? That's not cute. That's not nice. That's not pretty. So I definitely hear that. And I can understand why there was tears at the end. What I would say again then is, you can't throw rocks and hide your hand. So although it was hurtful, when you threw your rocks, you were no longer clean. That's the whole point. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Like, I get the tears now, but I'm saying once you threw the rocks, you're no longer clean. When you threw the jab, that's why Monique was truthful in what she said. Once you throw jabs, nobody's clean after that point. Do you know what I mean? I don't agree with Raina what she did, but now accountability has to take into place. It's not like, oh, I'm the victim here. No. You hurt, but you ain't the victim here no more. Right? Okay.
And I think I
Hold on.
I think it's funny. I don't care how mad you are at a person. You don't do this. You don't drag up something like that.
But you know, Wynter, like you're so strong.
I hear you. You know, I definitely hear you. Don't bring up the ex-partner having a baby on them and stuff like that. You don't want to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. You're absolutely right. I agree with you 100%. Nobody does. But you also want to hear your husband's at red light. Did you not throw that? Did you not throw that bang as well? After, when Arena confronted you and obviously was going mad, did you not throw that? Like, you see, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, don't. I get frustrated with things like this because I'm a person that's like, if you're willing to throw rocks, just be ready. I've always said it. If you're ready to throw rocks, be ready. You can't play victim after that. Like, do you know what I mean? But I understand why she's feeling the way she is. And this next part here is really interesting as well, this conversation.
I remember when you were telling me the story, you're smiling as you're saying it. And I think I underestimated how much you were still actively going through it, even my.
And whatever Wynter was going through, you know, she's right about one thing, which is when you are playing a strong character, people can misunderstand that, and they might not give you the same grace as they give others. They may not be able to support you in the same way. They may not be able to, you know, they may not think you need help or support in that way. And she felt abandoned by Monique, and I totally understand that, because like I said, when Monique did what she did, I was like, wait, what is going on? Why? I thought Monique was friends with her, but Monique put in a recent interview with Crystal that, you know what, they've known of each other, but they're not friends like that. So it's Wynter's failure to really understand where she stands with people, again, is costing her. The lack of investigation with Kevin, and now with Monique, you've been friends 15 years, but the person saying to you, we're not friends like that. We just knew each other from the industry. So where are you getting your 15 years apart from time? What have you gone through that you're saying that you have 15 years of a friendship? That's why I don't like that word friendship, man. Like, if I call someone a friend, I'm gonna tell you this now. I know one or two people that I know that fam. If I tell them something, this ain't going nowhere. And if it did, I'll be hurt. Other people, I'm like, if it does go somewhere, where it's you. You know what I mean? Like, I know. So I'm really wondering what's going on here. And I'm thinking to myself, 15 years, and you're saying you trust her more than what, the other ladies or whatever? Like, how did you get that impression? What is it that she's doing that made you feel like that 15 years was actual 15 years of actual friendship, not just knowing me? Right? That's the key thing, not just knowing me. That's the key point, right?
Myself, and I would admit that.
And I think, honestly, as a friend, it's easy to feel abandoned in that situation. Out of all those ladies, knowing my character, knowing the consistency of my character.
So Wynter wanted, obviously, Monique to understand where she's coming from as a friend. And I get that. Again, you expect your friend to back you up and your friend to understand where you're coming from. Yeah, I don't think Monique played it correctly. But again, I would say, Wynter, it's time to reevaluate how you discern who should be close to you and who should not be close to you. And I only said about the victim thing because later on, as I was saying that she's a common denominator in all these scenarios. And I was like, no, she is got something that she has to take accountability. And when you don't do that, you'll always play victim. It's everybody else's fault. It's everybody else is doing this. Everybody else that's causing it. And actually doesn't allow you to change. So let us know your thoughts. Do you think that Wynter was playing a victim role? Do you disagree with what I'm saying? Maybe you have a different point of view in regards to Wynter in this situation. Let us know down below what you think about it.